Let's talk Rockets real quick because that was a fantastic
what a
game.
fun ending. I mean,
wow.
It
wow.
was they had a lead at 2-0, and then I think they had a lead at 4-3. They were leading 4-3 and then had a lead for nothing the rest of the game until they finally took one late in the fourth. And then, the Magic were game without Paolo Banchero. They were a game team yesterday.
They really were.
They really hung in and fought hard.
That was one fun game. I mean, and you talk about just clutch. Kevin Durant that three that he knocked down to tie the game. Then Alpi it's inbounding the ball, and he's got Amen wide open on an alley-oop, and instead throws it back court. He
throws it to Kevin Durant, but Durant started slipping and falling, and then the ball went back court. And then, I don't know what he was about.
After he fouled on the layup that the Orlando got, he's yelling about something. He almost blew that game because he had Amen on a backdoor alley-oop. What beautiful play, and he just missed him. But then he gets the inbound with 1.7 left and puts it in.
It was very well-designed play.
Yeah.
And Alpi just posted, Alpi has really become aggressive in terms of getting what he wants.
Yep.
He gained top positioning. They got it to him, and he just dropped a little jump hook.
Well, there was a cross screen, so credit.
Is that what it was?
Decided
yeah,
to
it was
do that.
It was a well-designed play.
Yeah, to get Wendell Carter off him, and they got Jonathan Isaac. Big dude, shot blocker, but not as physical, so they set that cross screen and Alpi.
And they went to overtime. Look, against all odds, they went to overtime after an incredible Durant falls down. It turns into a potential three-point play, misses. Black misses the free throw, and so they call timeout. They're alive, and then they get that dump down. It goes to overtime, and then it goes back and forth a little bit in overtime. Rockets looked like they were good, and the game was in hand, and then I think Magic took another lead, if I remember correctly, and then the Rockets took over, and then it turned into a long-form free throw shooting contest.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a free throw shooting contest, and the Rockets won.
And Amen Thompson has made 19 of his last 21 free throws, which is kind of a big deal.
That is
he's not a good free throw shooter.
No, when putting him on the line in that situation, that was after Reed Sheppard, who hadn't had a free throw the whole game, knocked the two down. Amen comes in, and they were up two, and he made he made his two free throws, and that put him at four, and that was the game. But I was a little worried with Amen on the line with that situation.
I was too. I was actually worried with Reed Sheppard on the line.
Yeah,
you probably weren't because he's white. Well, guess what? I knew for a fact he was shooting like under 60% or right around there. For the season, he's shooting 66% from the three-point line.
Well, I didn't really have anything to do with him being white.
Subconsciously it did. You're like, this little guy can shoot.
You just assume the little white guy is going to make his free throws.
He's like Mini Kerr is going to make these.
No, listen, if you're a little white guy, we've always said that. If you're a little white guy on the team, you better make your free throws. You better be
shooting free throws at an 88%.
It's like a little white wide receiver. You can't drop a pass.
Yeah, you're really not allowed.
Reed's got to knock down his free throws because there was a moment late in the game where Desmond Bane, well, besides the fact they almost got into a bit of an altercation, he blows by Reed on a basket. He sets up a dunk. I forgot who he passed it to. And then the Rockets score to tie it, I think. And the Magic did the Rockets a favor because Reed stuck on the floor against Desmond Bane. That's where they're going to go back to, but they called a timeout, and the email was like, get a Kogi in there.
Double bigs.
I need a Kogi
out
there.
It was also no, I don't even think it was a Kogi. I think they ran Steven Adams.
No, they did, but they got a Kogi just in case they isolated on Desmond Bane.
Because they went big. Reed was only getting in late for that one free throw. Only a couple times he saw the court after that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the fourth quarter. They're going to close with Reed.
Oh, yeah.
And then Desmond Bane got him, and then when Magic had to call their timeout, it's like, that's enough of you. We don't need you.
We didn't get to talk about this because I don't think it had happened, right? Tari Eason's injury.
4 to 6 weeks.
Tari Eason is out 4 to 6 weeks now. So Aaron Holiday is probably going to start getting a little bit more minutes. Reed Sheppard is definitely dialed in and locked in. I don't know. Finney Smith may not be with us anymore. I don't even know what's happened to him. So Finney Smith could, if he played basketball still, would just step right into those minutes. But
Did you see the injury? It was like he just bumped hips with the guy Friday night.
Did you see him and Steven Adams getting into it?
Yeah, I did see him.
And then somebody pointed that video out, and Tari's mom came on Twitter and started ripping everyone.
Actually, there was a trade. Tari Eason. Listen, there was a trade rumor this weekend with Tari Eason. I forget who it was for. It was for some point guard. Oh, Jared McCain. And
Jared McCain.
Yeah, I don't know that you're going to do.
Off-injured McCain.
I don't think you're going to do business with Daryl Morey, but we'll see.
And another fingernail polish guy.
Yeah. Listen.
Ime just got rid of one. He's not bringing another one in.
Well, I don't. If he likes basketball and he's good at it, I don't care.
He
if
loves
he paints
TikTok.
his fingernails.
Do you know how much do you know about McCain?
Oh, this
guy's the TikTok dance
God,
guy. Yes.
Oh God.
He's
no,
the
never
finger
mind.
polish TikTok. I knew that.
Oh,
I was
my
like, John doesn't know who this is.
No. Yeah. Oh, I know now.
You would
yeah,
never
mind.
want him.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What's the next topic?
Yeah.
Because
Next
that's
topic.
over.
Well, yeah.
Well, but Tari could, like, if you know you're not going to hang on to Tari, but boy, he helps you win at a higher level, though. Like, the Astros wouldn't do it. The Astros wouldn't make that trade.
Yeah.
Jim Crane would never, right? He's got a chance to help us win. We're not dealing him.
That's true. Yeah, but what, 4 to 6 weeks now?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's not the end of that's, month and a half. The problem is, this is he may have done you a favor by declining your offer. He may have actually done the Rockets a favor.
Well, he's still restricted, so you still got a chance to keep him.
Well, right, but I'm just talking about for what you offered him, you got to really think carefully because Tari Eason has had injury issues. And for being as young as he is, that's he's going to have a lot of missed basketball. I don't know. And he doesn't seem very happy here all the time. He got into it. I don't know what the deal was with Steven Adams.
He did
the
have
other day,
something.
They got into it.
Yeah, that's not the smartest move to get into it with Steven Adams.
No, it immediately looked like Tari was overmatched. Immediately.
Are you kidding? I guess he's overmatched.
Steven Adams is really legitimately one of the strongest, most athletic. Like, he's crazy. He's very athletic. But Steven Adams, I don't know that I have ever seen. He reminds me a little bit of watching, for old school watchers, you'll know Otis Thorpe. He reminds me a little bit of Otis Thorpe in that I think he's a better leaper than Thorpe. But you can just feel his presence physically, but it's so much more pronounced now that you have so many skinnier guys and more finesse players. Back when Otis Thorpe played, everyone had a big, physical power forward. Now, since there's so few of those really physical guys, Steven Adams, when they go double big, it really stands out because the Rockets really start beating up on people. And the Rockets went big lineup in the fourth quarter, and they took what was basically an equal rebounding total, and they dominated the boards after that point. Ended up over 20 plus boards higher because they absolutely dominated from that point forward.
And they rebound out of zone. When Reed's out there and they have their double bigs, I mean, there's some defensive issues. So they rebound, and the fact that they can control their boards out of zone, which it's difficult.
Why do you think so many teams get open 3-point looks against the zone? But I'm asking, but at Syracuse, and I know the spacing's a little more because the 3-point line's further, but a team like Syracuse back in the day, or John, what's his name from Temple?
Chaney?
John Chaney's matchup zone, like you didn't get good looks. Why is it in the NBA everyone can get a 3-point look out of a zone?
I think they're better
offensive. That's the only way to beat a zone.
Better offensive players.
But in college, it's hard to get a look against those teams that run
I think they're better shooters, better offensive minds who.
Well, they get better looks,
and
though,
they get I know because the passing's better, the spacing is better.
And
like
Reed's not
shooters
on defense.
are better.
Reed's not on defense for all those Syracuse teams.
He doesn't have the length of like
John Chaney would have never had a Reed Sheppard.
At the top of the zone.
Too good a shooter, frankly. Yeah, at the top of the zone.